my journey, thus far, has taken me to Guadeloupe. I started playing football for Bombers. I started in the academy with Andy and Chris. And from there, at 11, I played for the under-15 national team. I went up to the under-17s, under-19s, under-20, under-21s, under-23s, and I made my senior debut at the age of 18. And at the age of 20, I was given the captaincy. It was a big accomplishment for me at the time because I was still, relatively young. But I had a lot of persons, behind me, and they were able to give me that encouragement. I learned a lot, and so, over the years, I've just tried my best, as a goalkeeper to just be the best goalkeeper that I can be. When I was in Dominica, when I stayed in Dominica, I practically stayed in Dominica all my life. But in 2014, I moved to Trinidad, where I played for San Juan Jablote. I played there for a season, and then I came back to Dominica. I moved from Bombers of Portsmouth. After I moved from here to Dubla, I played for Dubla for 2 seasons, and after that, I made my way to Guadeloupe. So I am on my 2nd season now playing in the Guadeloupe Division 1 league. Thus far it has been excellent. I think I fell in love with football at the age of 11. I played cricket before. I went to a government school, now it's RDPS. I went to RDPS and I played cricket there. I went to the Portsmouth Secondary School as well. And in first form, I remember playing cricket as well, but what changed, what changed my whole mentality, my whole mindset? It was one time I think they called up some players on trials for cricket, and my name wasn't called, and I was like, nah, what am I playing cricket for? I felt like I was good enough. That's what I felt. I felt I was good enough to at least get an opportunity for me to, be on the national team, at least be able to train. I think it was the under-13 national team at the time. So my cousin, Glenson Prince, from Portsmouth, he said, come in the park, man. Come in the park, So I went in the park and I couldn't play. That's why I became a goalkeeper, and I couldn't play. So I wasn't everybody fit. Everyone's, you're wasting our time, you're losing our balls, this and that. And they put me in the goal. And when they put me in the goal, I always had good reflexes, and I was agile as a youngster. So I didn't know that I didn't have the fundamentals of goalkeeping as yet. It's only later when Craig Joseph actually discovered me and he gave me a goalkeeping book, and that's something I can never forget, because from there I learned so much. The first couple weeks with the academy, there was a Newtown under-15 football competition. Hey, this youngster Glenson, he looks good and kind of thing. And I went up to Newtown with the team, really excited, not having any real formal experience, but I had a couple of weeks under my belt of training and stuff like that. So the first game, we lost 9-0. It was terrible. It was harsh reality. It was a wake-up call. And the second game, we lost 10-0. Remember, I told you, we cannot make this thing happen. You want to guess how much we lost the first game? We lost 11-0. And it was crazy. And but from there, I got the opportunity to train with the under-15 national team under Mr. Jeff Austin. And my goalkeeper coach there was the late Steve Norris. And he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot. And that is how, my love for football grew even more. And, it brought me to where I am today. I believe the most challenging period in my life was when I moved to Trinidad. And when I moved in September of 2014, and I got injured. I got a nasty injury, a really, really bad injury, where it was probably one of the last training sessions before the Christmas break, because I had to come down for the Christmas break. And while going for a ball, one of the attackers, he jumped, but he jumped too late. So when I came for the ball like this, he jumped on his knee and went in my chest. And I saw doctors. I did all scans and tests. I did a whole bunch of stuff, and no one could find anything wrong with me. And it was so bad that I couldn't do basic things like just be able to put on my deodorant or to put on my shirt, remove my shirt. Like those things were really, really difficult for me. And I remember coming down that December in 2014, and I remember speaking to my father, and I told him something is definitely wrong with me. I've been to doctors and they couldn't find anything wrong with me. So I went to Miss Morty. You should know Miss Morty. And I know she rubs and do these things. And it was tough because there are so many things that I had to do. She told me I had a really, really bad strain, and she told me, as a matter of fact, if I didn't deal with it, I could have died. So I remember I went there for a week, and every morning having to go and drink raw eggs and a whole bunch of stuff, just to get back to a point where I could run and I could train. And after that week, I remember just being able to walk without pain. That's what we started, just being able to walk without pain. And then after a month and a half, I was able to jog. And then we had a very, very, very important tournament coming up because we had World Cup qualifiers. I mean, everybody wants to qualify for the World Cup, and it was we had to play against the BVI in March. And I remember when I started training when I got healed in early February, I rejoined the team, and I was able to play the 2 matches against BVI, and we won. We qualified to play against Canada, and it was a great experience for us. I mean, Canada beat us 2-0 in Dominica and 4-0 in Toronto. But we gave our all, and I just cannot thank Miss Monty enough because every opportunity I get when I'm here to just to visit her, just to tell her thanks, because I know for a fact that if it wasn't for her, I would not have been playing today, because I just couldn't do anything for myself, and even like the first 3 months, when I came back, I remember one time in training, a similar situation. I went for the ball and I remember pulling out of it, and it's just the flashback that I had that, hey, that same thing could have happened to me again, So it was difficult. It was difficult, and I had to constantly be telling myself that, hey, if you don't put yourself in these situations, and if you don't get comfortable putting yourself in these situations again, then you will make it as a goalkeeper, because these are situations that you cannot avoid. I mean, in a game, maybe it will happen, but I can bet you throughout the course of the season, it will occur many, many times. So it is something that I definitely had to overcome. But now I feel fine, now I'm able to use the gym, I'm able to train as normal, I'm able to run, I'm able to do all those things. And that point was a dark spot, because when you're saying that what you love doing, like, you just cannot do it. Your mind is willing, but your body is unable. That was the case for me, and I know for a fact that was the most challenging period of my life. Being in a teaching profession, you do it for the love. Like every teacher out there, who is in the classroom, has sleepless nights, who plan schemes and plan exams and all of those things. I mean, it's tough, right? It's tough, but at the end of the day, it's something that we love. We love doing. I was also the coach of the various football teams, the male and female, 15th all the way up to the under-20s. But the reason why I gave it up is, because football is my passion. And like I mentioned to you, I'm 21, and as a goalkeeper, I'm still relatively young, and I still have, I believe, more productive years in me. And being a teacher and a goalkeeper, it's tough, because as a teacher, your job is to nurture the youth, and you need time to do that. But in order for you to be a top player, you also need to devote a lot of time to that. So it's very difficult to kind of balance it both. And it's a decision that I made to follow my dreams, and I strongly believe that one day I will make it. I will be where I want to be. And even if I do not reach where I want to be, or where I project myself to be, I will be satisfied, because I know that every day I give my all. I give my all in training, I give my all for my country, I give my all for my club. So I'm just happy playing football. When I'm on the field, it's joy. It's joy, and that there's nothing else, apart from probably being with my family, fiance, daughter, whoever it is. Football brings a certain joy to you that you just can't really explain. So and that's why I always say that when like some person asks me like how when do you think you'll retire, at what age and this and that, I'm like, I don't know. If I'm 50 and I feel and the passion is still there, I will continue. But the day that passion is gone, then I will know it's time to hang up my gloves. Right now, my motivation is my daughter, Judea. Everything I do right now, I do it for her, and I do it to provide a better future for her. Because my parents did what they had to do in order to raise me, to send me to school and that kind of thing, but it was difficult for them. And I know how difficult it was, and I do not want my daughter to have to go through the same struggles. So even there are days when I really don't feel up to it. Rainy days when you have a little knocks and little slight injuries and stuff like that. But then you just think of my daughter, and especially being, she's in Dominica, and especially being in Guadeloupe. I'm away from her. So that my main source of motivation comes from my daughter. It's all about trying to, be financially stable, and being able to do that while playing football. So, although right now I play, like I said, I play in Guadeloupe, and I can do what I have to do, but I want to be at a point where I can, I can play, and I can have that financial stability where being able to send my daughter to university, whatever it is, that will be taken care of. My family back home, and also, I've always been an advocate for giving back to the community. And even last July, we had this goalkeeping camp, a goalkeeping clinic, where it was a collaborative effort. The DFA was Dominica Football Association. We were on board. And my fiancée has been she helped me so much. We did like the name has been mentioned. They always say this call DA Sports Vault, but it's Kerwin George and Henderson Bruni. They are the founders of DA Sports Vault. They contributed as well, and they have coaches, the national team coach and the goalkeeper coach. A lot of persons came on board to make that happen. We were able to supply the players with the goalkeeping gloves, and the DFA provided equipment and all of that. So I had one back in 2015, but I didn't have anything to really give them at the time, more than just teaching them the fundamentals. But if I'm able, if I am financially stable, then I can contribute more, back to the community. Especially, I always have a soft spot for goalkeepers, because I always feel like, goalkeepers, they normally get the shorter end of the stick. I know how difficult it is. Like, a forward can, waste 3, 4, 5 opportunities and then he scores a hat trick, and he's a hero. Goalkeeper can make 10 saves and he let in one mistake, and then that's what people are gonna remember. Or the goalkeeper error cost the team. So it's very difficult, especially for the youngsters. Being so young and having that pressure, that burden on their backs. And sometimes some of them, they don't have the fundamentals, and they would make mistakes. Obviously, nobody tries to make a mistake intentionally. So sometimes it's difficult for them, and sometimes they don't have the proper equipment or the proper training and all of that. So any way that I can give back to them, then I will do that. So like I said, even in my situation, I was still able to get persons on board, and we were able to help. So the higher I go, the more I'll be able to give back to the community. And I think that is always great, and I always like to encourage persons, no matter how much or little you have. I know if it wasn't for persons like Andy and Luca and Craig Joseph and the challenges, all of that, I know if it wasn't for these people who pushed me so much and gave me the support and gave me equipment and gave me this and that, I would not have been where I am today. So you can never take those things for granted, and you always have to remember that these people, they didn't owe me anything, and they probably saw some potential in me, and they just give me a little push. That little push that you can give to somebody else. You can never tell how far that person will reach. So like I said, I always like to encourage persons, no matter how small it is, just give back. Just give back to the youth, and because the youth, they are our future. So all in all, I just feel like what I'm doing, I know what I am. I don't want to just pass. I want to make an impact. Especially here in Portsmouth, I want to make an impact on the community, especially the youth. And I know that I have been getting the support from persons, and it's a great thing. I just want to continue doing it. Thank God for health and strength, and I'm able to play, because before, even that injury and stuff like that, and before I shouldn't say injury prone, but I would get injuries maybe a little too often. And for the past 2 seasons, I haven't really been injured. Like knocks here and the little thing, sometimes like a sprained finger that you can just tape and play. And I'm thankful for that, because without good health, you cannot play. So all in all, it's great. I'm thankful for the opportunity, and especially what you guys are doing. You guys are doing a tremendous job, and it will go a long way, because they always say there's nothing to motivate others by seeing people do things. So when you do things and people see what you're doing, it will motivate others to actually, just get up and do something. So well done, and thanks a lot. My message to the young persons out there would be to be doers. Just continue to do, and whatever you do, little by little, there's a saying that one will fill the basket. Just keep doing, and before you know it, that one little thing that you have will be